There we go. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new to Let's Talk Music, then welcome to the Let's Talk Music family. I just want to start by saying thank you to every single person that came to Rock Beats Cancer last weekend. We raised £250 for Teenage Cancer Trust, which is amazing, and it was amazing. Thank you to every single band that played as well. So I'm just going to give them a shout out because they played for free and did an amazing job. So for the first night, we had Wheezy, brand new act to the stage. She was incredible. Followed by Trouble County, Harry J, and one last day headlining. And then the second day we had Sad Cult, Who's Amy, and Brave Ones all smashed it. For my first 2-day Rock Beats Cancer event, I was very emotional and it was amazing. But tonight we have guests on. We have Naema. I saw you guys live at the Regional One gig. Did you open for them? Am I getting this correct?
Oh, good. Yeah, that was the one. Yeah, that's our first show we played.
You were incredible, by the way. We did have a little bit of a discussion about you guys possibly playing Rock Beats Cancer in the future. Obviously, there was a discussion about you possibly playing it this year, but there was like scheduling and stuff, which is sad, but it's fine. But welcome to Let's Talk Music. I'm going to start with an icebreaker question, if that's okay with you guys. I started with every one of my bands that come on for the first time. So if you could describe your personality as a color, what would it be and why? And you can either choose to do this as like a band personality or individually. It's up to you.
Would it be cheesy if I said gold?
No.
No. I don't know. We got some elements of rock. We got elements of pop. So it's a mixture of light and dark.
I like that.
Can anyone think of the colour?
Purple? Purple. What about purple? Blue and red. Blue and red. That's quite a nice colour. Purple.
Purple?
Purple is pretty good.
Yeah. Purple's cool.
Are we going for purple as a unanimous vote? Can't even say that word.
We'll go with purple, despite the fact there is no purple in the logo.
I would have said grey because black and white lighting grey, but no.
We're not grey. We're too dancey for grey.
We're too dancey.
Purple is quite a popular one. I won't lie. I've had yellow before. I don't know if you guys know the band In Search of Sun, but if you do, it would make sense. But yeah, they've got a song called Lemon Amigos, let's just say that. So they were like yellow. I was like, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Well, welcome to Let's Talk Music. Thank you for coming on. Do you want to just go around quickly and say like your name and what you do in the band for me? And for the guys at home, obviously, as well.
I will start. I am Ethan. I am the bass player and co-vocalist in Naema.
Nice. I'll go next. I'm the guitar player. I do a couple of backing vocals here and there. Yeah, in Naema.
I'll go next. I'm Tia, and I'm the lead singer of Naema.
I'm Joey, and I'm the drummer / backing screamer for Naema.
I love it.
You mentioned that. I'm so proud.
I'm so proud it's happened, man. I'm so proud it's happened.
I love it so much. Can I just ask how the band formed, where the name came from, and all that kind of stuff?
Take it away,
Tom. Oh, me? Okay, yeah, sure. So we have been playing together for a while, me, Jerry, and Ethan. We're kind of like a phoenix band, one that came from the ashes of another, and we were writing music for a while, kind of just potting around, jamming a lot. We were kind of just tightening up and kind of getting better at our craft. And we wanted to have somebody else join us, and that person happened to be Tia because she's absolutely amazing. She joined us around December, and we've been just writing music and playing together since then. Yeah, that sums up, doesn't it, guys? Just about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool. I do like the name, by the way. It's quite a cool name, and it's a name that I can say. and pronounce. You'll be surprised the amount of times I'm really, really badly dyslexic, right? So the amount of times I have pronounced bands names wrong because I'm like, have read that wrong. Sorry, guys. Yeah.
We
So
went through a whole list of trying to.
It was a pain. It was such a pain in the ass, wasn't it? It really
Yeah.
was.
There was Progeny, there was Dark Side of the Mirror, there were.
No, you were Dark Side of the Mirror, Ethan. That we never agreed to.
Oh, I thought that was a good name though. And then we settled with Naema because we liked the special character
yeah.
A before the E.
Yeah,
And
that's
then we
cool.
realised that lots of people are going to think, how do we pronounce that? Is it Naema? So we tested like a branding on a shirt where we would put Naema, like the phonetics underneath
Yeah.
it to illustrate to people. So yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. It's cool. Like I said, I saw you guys play at the Regional One gig. I'm been a Regional One fan for a really long time, so I would have been there anyway. But you guys are awesome. You absolutely smashed it. Was that your first show as like Naema? Because I know some of you were obviously in different band, but yeah, awesome. You would not have known. I honestly have said this, like you wouldn't have known that it was. You guys absolutely smashed it. And then obviously Tia, you did a cover song with Regional One as well, didn't you? Yeah, so that was on my top 5 favorites for May, Kryptonite, which I'll be honest with you, and I've said this in my video, when Regional One first said I was going to do, like, we're going to do some female vocals on Kryptonite and we're going to do a cover, I was a little bit like, I don't know if I'm going to like that. But it changed my mind. It's amazing. So yeah, I did like a 360. I was like, I don't know, guys, don't know if this is going to work. But then yeah, I heard it and I was like, that's so good. And then I heard it live and it made it even more like, okay, yeah, this fits nicer than I thought it was going to. So yeah, there you go.
Thanks.
It's all right. Yeah, so what got you guys into music? Why did you guys, was like obviously going to have individual journeys, but like, do you want to do it individually and tell us why you got into music?
Pulling the short straw first.
Go for Ethan.
Oh goodness. My journey started pretty much when I was 5'7", when I was given a drum kit, and then I learnt the drums, and then up until when I was 11, that's when I discovered the bass, and I've sort of learned both instruments all the way up until I was 16, where I decided to focus full time on the bass. And then I took up university, where I had that as my main instrument, and I've been in various bands ranging from functions to country folk to now heavy rock. And my musical influences have sort of weaved through time as I've went on. Now I've been very inspired by Sleep Token.
I knew it was coming.
I know. I'm a bit obsessed with them. And a lot of my playing style has definitely been developed by listening to a band such as Primus, even Level 42, iconic band from the 80s. And then recently I've sort of been inspired by a lot of techniques from a bassist called Ryan Martini from the band Mudvayne. So yeah, that's basically my musical journey.
Cool. Who wants to go next?
Go to you.
Okay. So mine's very like, it's not even like a really cute start. I first learned how to use my mum's iPad when I was like probably about 3-ish, and I came across Taylor Swift's song. I think it was like a song called Our Song, and ever since I've just always looked up to her. I thought she was always amazing, and honestly that was the exact moment I was like, I want to sing. So honestly since then, and I just haven't stopped.
Did you get to the Eras tour?
Yeah, I'm going in August.
Yeah, amazing. I'm glad.
Jerry, you want to go next?
Okay. So I started playing music when I was about 6, and I kept doing different instruments. Honestly, just to get out of lesson. That was the like sole reason I didn't want to do English lit. So I did keyboards and guitar and steel pans at one point, which was fun, but not really band applicable. And then I hit the drums when I was about 9, and it just felt right. It just felt right. And then I found loads and loads of metal and just explored as much metal as I could find. And I was like, the drummer really sings in
Yeah.
the sort of more extreme music. And so I've decided to be in an alt rock band instead.
No, yeah,
With a
fair.
nice core of metal.
I was laughing through you saying you wanted to get out of lessons only because my daughter recently, she's 8, she does love playing guitar, but they've started this rock school thing at her school, which means she gets like half an hour a week out of lessons to go and be in this rock school. She does love playing guitar, but she was also like, I'm definitely doing rock school because I get half an hour out of my lessons.
And you know what? That half an hour when you're that age as well might as well be 3 hours, you know?
Honestly, like she loves it so much, but there was a part of her that was like, I get out of my lessons. I was like, fair enough. Yeah. Oh, Tom.
The solid reason.
Yeah.
There's a solid reason. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I always had music on in the house. Like my dad's a massive like punk and ska fan, and my mum was like really into Frank Sinatra and stuff. So there's always stuff playing in the background. And I remember watching School of Rock when I was a kid, and I was like, God, I really wish I could play guitar. And then about 9 years after that, when I was 16, I finally decided to pick it up and actually learn how to play the instrument. And I didn't really put it down. Like I used to practice for like 8 hours a day after school and just live on the guitar for ages. Write music, play it, and try to get better, record it as well. And then kind of on and on and on, played all over the place, played in the couple of bands here and there, did quite well in some of them. And then here we are now. It's been quite a long journey, but this stuff that we're playing now is absolutely brilliant.
It's
I
the
love
best.
it.
It's definitely the best. Out of all the
Yeah, I
years
love
of
it.
playing with other bands and with other genres, it's like, oh, I just want to sit there and listen to my own music.
Fair. Fair. So Tia, how did you go from Taylor Swift, which like I like some of her music, I'm not the biggest fan, but I'd have to respect her. She's an incredible singer, right? How did you go from Taylor Swift to rock band, or did it kind of just fall into place?
Honestly, I've always loved like experimenting with different genres. So my favorite one to sing for some reason is rock and roll. I don't know why, but I think it's really fun. And I love pop, I love country, and I was like, actually, rock is something I've never done. And I tried one song with like a backing track, and I was like, oh my goodness, I want to get in a rock band one day. And then a year later, it just sort of like fell into place, and then like I messaged Tom, and then from that I auditioned. So yeah, honestly, yeah.
That's quite a cool story, actually. I would say my genre of music changes depending on what I'm feeling like that day. But yeah, like I said, there are some Taylor Swift songs that I really, really like. I was saying before I came on here, I coach little ones cheerleading, and at the moment Taylor Swift is the only thing they want to warm up to. Like it's just like constantly on in the background. And she respectfully like incredible voice. So that's cool. It's cool to try different things for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Good to have a broad
Yeah.
taste in music, listen to a variety of acts.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my brain is just gone like, where is all my questions gone? What if you guys could play any stage, any festival, anywhere, where's your dream goal? Where would you want to play?
Bloodfest. Is that on anyone's minds?
It's got to be Download, isn't it? I'd love to play Bloodstock with Metal to the Masses.
Bloodstock!
That, but
Oh!
yeah,
I was thinking-
Bloodfest. You know, when Download and Bloodstock come together, it's Bloodfest, and it sounds great. I think we need to push it, to be honest.
Thank you.
I was sat there thinking, have I missed something? Is there a different festival that I didn't know about? I was just going with it, like, yeah.
Probably is one somewhere. I bet there is one somewhere in the UK.
One,
It
100%.
would be nice. Will I be shot down if I were to say that I think performing in one of the smaller stages of Glastonbury would be kind of cool? But that's wishful thinking.
I want the pyramid stage at Glastonbury. I want the biggest one on the biggest possible stage at the latest point in music.
I've got no issue with a small stage at Download, though. You know, it's weird. Like pyramid stage for Glastonbury, but tiny stage for Download.
Those tents are cool. Those tents are really cool to download.
I don't know if you saw footage from Download, but they put Busted on like one of the smaller stages, and there was like people outside the tent because they couldn't get in. I was like, well, there you go, Download. But also as well, there was a and I follow her on TikTok, so I know this. There's a 12-year-old playing Download this year. Her name's Harper. She does like screaming and stuff. For a 12-year-old, she looked absolutely terrified, bless her. Like you could tell the nerves were getting to her. Do you blame her? No. But I thought, how epic at 12 to be able to be like, I played Download.
I've had another thought.
Amazing.
This will definitely get me shot, but Jules Holland.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
That'd
be brilliant. Yeah.
A lot of upcoming artists he does invite on to play onto his show. I think he's still running it. He's been at it for years, but yeah, that would be great.
That'd be cool.
And
So
televised.
So this is part of the podcast where I give you guys a chance to ask me a question if you wanted to. So I flip it around a bit. You don't have to, but if there's anything you want to know, go ahead.
How did you get into music and like this channel?
Okay, so I went to a youth. There used to be in Bournemouth. There used to be a youth music festival they used to run at Kings Park. And it was like all bands that like youth bands, like 16, 17-year-olds kind of thing. And that was when I first started becoming friends with the Regional One guys. It was their first ever like little show, and I was like, I wasn't into that kind of music at the time, but I was like, I'll come down, I'll support you. Went down to that, fell in love with like the whole scene, like the whole thing. Kept going to like their little youth gig things, and was like, it's just here to support. And then started liking that music. Started playing drums at school, so I did drums, I did music, GCSE, did drums. I was in school choir and stuff as well. And then it kind of grew from there. Obviously, we then became adults, so they started playing pubs and bars and things. So I started going to that, and then started being like, actually, I like this more than just you guys. Like, I like these other bands, and I like coming down for the vibes and the scene and stuff. And then lockdown happened, and I was getting increasingly worried about the music scene after lockdown. And I was like, what can I do to help it? Right. And I wanted to do a YouTube channel. And originally my YouTube channel was going to be like a family vlog channel, because that's the kind of stuff I watch. I was awful at that. Realized that I couldn't be in the moment with my kids anymore, and I didn't like that. I was like filming too much, focused on like filming and asking them questions and stuff rather than like playing with them and just being in the moment. Was like, okay, I'm sacking that off. And originally the sub side of the channel was going to be like that sort of music, and I literally messaged like the Regional One lads, like, do you want to come on? I'm going to interview on my YouTube channel. We're going to get other people in there, and we can get those out just before like, you know, like after lockdown happens, so we keep the music scene alive. And they were like, absolutely, let's do it. And then I did 2 interviews in one day, and so it was them and James Haynes, and was like, I love this. I love talking to people and getting to know people. I love I was still going to a lot of local gigs and stuff, like basically like every other week, once a month when I could, like loved it. And then I got into the side of like, I do vlog stuff sometimes as well. And yeah, and then that was it. It kind of grew from there. I was like, I love getting to know new people. It's the best way to be like, hey, how are you? Like, and it's also the best way to find out when people are playing, because they'll tell you and they'll invite you to their gigs, because they're like, we talked to you last week, come to our gig. And I'm like, yes, gigs. So yeah, that's kind of how it happened, really. It was kind of lockdown, and I was like, we need to make sure this stays like, and I feel like it got bigger. I feel like it did actually do like a jump up a little bit after lockdown, which was quite nice. But yeah.
Nice.
I have a question as well.
Mm-hmm.
If you had an opportunity to interview a really big name in the music industry, who would it be and why?
Frank Turner, because he's one of my inspirations, like in music, absolutely, like 100%. I've seen him live, he's incredible, and I feel like he comes across, and I hope he comes across as this such down to earth, lovely guy that I almost feel like he would chat to me like he's not big. Like, I almost feel like I've seen him on stage, and he's like, he plays still like as if he's not playing for a room thousands of people. It's just something wholesome about him. I can't pinpoint it, but I'd love to interview to find out, maybe. Yeah, he would be my go-to person.
You never know.
Yeah, one day, maybe.
One day.
Yeah. Okay, so
I got one.
oh, go on, go for it.
What was your first album? What was the first album you owned?
First album I owned. I feel like it was a Green Day album.
Nice.
I couldn't tell you what one it was, but I remember it was a Green Day album. Yeah, it was definitely Green Day. We've got a bit of a funny backstory, actually. So I had a like secondary school boyfriend, and we dated from like year 8 to like year 11. Not sure how that happened. And he was lovely. Like, we still talk now. We're still good friends. And he was like really into Green Day. So like, to start with, I pretended to be into Green Day because I was like, I really like you. But that pretending turned into I actually really like Green Day. So yeah, then I think I got a Green Day album for Christmas after I actually genuinely started liking them. It did start off with me being like, yeah, I really like these bands. And I was like, actually, these guys are actually pretty good.
I can relate. American Idiot was the album that did it for me. That got me heavily inspired in rock music. So that was where my journey began.
Yeah, I have a feeling it might have been American Idiot, to be honest. But I can't
it probably was.
Yeah.
Because that was the huge one, wasn't it? But I actually think the 21st Century Breakdown was a better album.
Wow.
In my humble opinion.
Okay.
There's some bangers on that.
Good song.
Dookie's an absolute belter of an album as well. I love Dookie. That's a great album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. To be fair, American Idiot.
We don't talk about the new stuff.
No.
Hey, the new album they did was quite good, actually. I quite like the last one they did. That was a good record.
American Idiot was the first song I liked to play on drums, actually, so I have to give them that. That was
great song to play. Super fun to play.
Yeah, it was good fun. So back to you guys. If that's all the questions, I'm assuming.
I did have one other question.
Oh, go for it.
Is there a band or an artist that you have interviewed who has since had a really, really notable incline in their career, I suppose?
I don't know. Well, there is, but I don't know if it's because of me. So definitely not because of me, I should say. But again, I'm gonna take it back to In Search of Sun. If you haven't checked those guys out, please do. Like, they're incredible.
I'm pretty sure I've got one of their songs liked on my Spotify.
They're so
I can't
good.
think of what it is.
Yeah, I went to see them at their tour. They did a tour recently, and I went to see them Water Rats in London. The crowd were going mental. I was like, I don't deserve to be in this room. Like, they knew all the words to every single song. They were going crazy. That room was not big enough for like the amount of craziness going on. Yeah, incredible. And they've got like a 10-year anniversary gig coming up. So yeah, they're definitely on my playlist on Spotify at the moment. They're up there for me.
I'm gonna have to find out.
Oh, do it. Back to you guys.
It's in Search of Sun, yeah.
In Search of Sun, yeah. If you could
Oh,
give
I've got 4 songs, Mike. Oh, it's the band with Rhythm. What a tune! What an absolute banger Rhythm is. God, that was on the top of my most played for like 6 months.
Oh,
they are incredible. I love them so much. They're also a really nice
So
bunch of lads.
groovy.
They're also a really
Oh,
nice
you have to
bunch
put
of
us in
lads.
contact so I
Yeah.
can geek
Oh,
out about the guys
100%.
drumming because it's sick.
100%. They are the nicest bunch of lads you've ever met in your life. They are so lovely. They're great. They were great to talk to as well. So check out the interview I did with them, because they were so funny and so great to talk to.
Oh, I'm gutted I didn't get Rhythm initially. God, I love that
That's
song. Such a
hilarious.
good song.
It's a good song. Lemon Amigos is my favorite.
I don't know that one. I'll check that out when we
Check
get
it
off
out.
this.
Lemon
Yeah.
Amigos. It's a good one. There's a part of their set actually, someone threw a lemon at them on stage, and like Adam, the lead singer, he just like ripped it open and like started pouring it in his mouth. It's great fun. Back to you guys. If you could give budding musicians any advice out there, what would it be?
Ooh. Social media.
Your gig is only as good as your sound tech. Doesn't matter how good you play. If your sound tech is terrible, then the whole thing will suck. And that's a really harsh truth, unfortunately.
Is that advice? That's not advice.
I mean,
Get a good sound tech is the advice.
I would say master social media, because that is honestly the gateway to a shed, not even a shed, a whole town full of fans and infinite more, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd say listen to as many different genres of music as you can and steal as much as you can from all of those different genres, because then you can make something quite cool.
That's cool.
Don't just listen to one genre. That's my tip. I think I'd say that's one that I've really started to take into account a lot more over the last few years, definitely.
I'd say keep your like passion like there for music as much as you can, because you're gonna improve and like just get better and better as long as you're still loving it. So just keep your passion for music flowing, I'd say.
For sure, yeah, definitely. I have to agree with that one. So we'll do like, I don't like calling it a quick fire round because it's never quick fire. We'll do like a little round and then we'll like wrap it up with like what you guys have got coming up and stuff. So what was my question? My brain has gone. If you could play a different instrument in the band, what would it be? Should we go, Ethan?
Drums. Drums, quick. Is it literally quick fire or quick fire?
Well, I mean, like, just if you just go around, just say.
I'd learn guitar.
Cool.
I'd learn how to sing.
Fair. No,
It'd definitely be lead vocals, wouldn't it? I'd love to front a band, but unfortunately, I love playing the drums, and I can't sing. So unless we're going to transition into a death metal band, I don't think it's going to happen.
I think
I'll tell you something. Stick to drums. I'm going to bash out some synths and some keyboards. That's what I'll do. I think
that's cool.
Nobody wants to be a drummer.
Hey. I think everyone's ego deep down really wants to be a singer, like a little bit, even if you don't admit it. Like everyone wants that. That's that. I've wanted it. I've been watching like bands and been like, oh, if only I could sing. No, the secret is I can actually sing. I just don't sing in front of people. So maybe that's one thing I'll do one day.
Yeah.
Jump to the deep end.
Yeah,
Do it.
maybe
Keep the passion
we'll
on
get there.
fire. Keep the passion on fire. Master social media. Tom, what was your thing?
Get a good soundtrack. Oh no,
Get a
that
good
was
sound-
Tom.
That
That
was
was
Jerry.
That
me.
was me.
Yeah,
Listen to lots of music.
Listen to lots
music.
of music. That's
There we
yeah.
go.
That's your way to singing.
And don't listen to critics.
Oh yeah, don't listen to critics.
On the
Yeah.
contrary, critics are what mold you to be better.
True. But people have said to me before, they're like, would you not do segments of your channel where you like rate people's like EPs or whatever? And I'm like, no, because I'm too nice. Like I would just be like, that song was great. That song was great. That was amazing. I wouldn't be able to be like, constructive criticism isn't my thing when it comes to stuff like that. So that's why I don't do that. Before we wrap it up and say goodbye, what have you guys got coming out? What's going on? Plug all your stuff.
Lots of things.
It's all
Lots
very
of things
exciting.
are coming.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all really cool. Do you want to go, Joe? You can say things. Don't say any dates.
What about any gigs we've got coming up? I'm allowed to talk about any of them.
Yeah, of course you're allowed to talk about that. We haven't actually announced it yet,
Okay.
but we have that one in
Cool.
chat.
Well, consider this the announcement. The 26th of August will be Naema's first headline show in Chaplins. It is free entry, so please, for the love of God, buy a t-shirt. Please buy a t-shirt.
Yeah.
We've got a handful of singles that are currently being made beautiful by some lovely, hard-working sound techs. Limited press t-shirt coming for the first headline show. We've got some other gigs coming up later, which I don't think I'm at liberty to divulge.
Yeah, one of them we're not allowed to say about. So shush.
Yeah,
I
no.
say nothing.
I love that. I always have these conversations with fans. Like, can we say that? Can we talk about that? Can we talk? So yeah, that's cool. I will try and get to that one. Someone's gonna have to remind me. I'll keep on your socials and stuff. Because
the only thing you hear about for the next couple of months now.
That's
Just get a bit relentless on our socials.
Yeah,
need to know the poster and get the one out there.
I will say this as well. If you guys go to a local gig, if you can and you have the money for it, please buy their merch. Even if you never blimmin' wear it. I mean, hopefully you'll wear it. But these guys make so much more money off their merch than they do ticket sales and things like that. I don't think people who don't go to local gigs actually realise that. It's like I said, when it's the same for like Rugby's Cancer, because my bands play for free. I'm always like, please go and buy their merch, because they've come down, they've played for free. Obviously it's a charity gig, but at the same time, if you can give them 20 quid because they've come down for the day, you can give them 20 quid. You know, I don't know how else to please buy merch. I have a whole drawer of merch, t-shirts and hats and things now. It's getting ridiculous. Like, it's bad. I can't shut the drawer. I still actually have a Catless t-shirt somewhere hidden in my drawer down there. So
nice. So do I.
But yeah, no, I just merch galore. Just buy merch. Even if you just buy a 50p badge off one of the bands, that's a 50p badge.
We take tips as well. Like we
There
do
you go.
take tips.
Don't have to buy the
beer.
merch. You can just be like, look, I don't want that rubbish t-shirt. But
yeah,
here's
exactly. But
money.
give us 50 quid.
Give
That'd
us
be brilliant.
50p, and they'll be
Worth a
happy.
drive.
They'll be happy.
We're always down for free beer if anyone wants
Yeah,
to.
exactly that. For you guys at home, these bands do play so hard and they put so much of their like time and energy into stuff. And I don't think people at home realize how much of that is unpaid, how much of that is like time out of the day that you're like not getting paid for. Do you know what I mean? So if you can buy merch, buy merch. Obviously, we're in a cost of living crisis. If you can't, go down and support them anyway, because I'll still appreciate that for sure. But if you can buy merch, buy merch. So thank you guys for coming on. It's been so lovely to talk to you. Is there anything else you want to say or ask or do before I wrap it all up?
Say we are Naema on 1, 2, 3.
Oh, Ethan.
Oh dear.
Just the clown, aren't I? No, thank you so much for having us on.
No,
Yeah.
honestly.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on. Go and check these guys out. Check them out at their gigs, buy their merch, check out their new songs that are coming out. Check out yeah, just check it all out. My brain was like, check it all out. Absolutely incredible band.
Even if you do come to these gigs and you can't afford to get anything, I'll take a crisp high five from anyone.
Just support the music. Honestly, they are incredible. Like I said, I saw them opening up for Regional One, and you wouldn't have known it was your first gig. Honestly, incredible. Tia's got an incredible voice, and the rest of you are doing a great job backing her up with that. So thank you guys for coming on. Thank you guys at home for watching. As always, obviously, I'm just going to plug the 25th of October. We have Rock Beats Cancer. We are going to Southampton. We're in Southampton. We're at the Hobbit. We open up with Ben Francis. We have Sad Cult back. Thank you guys again for playing twice. And Bitching Hour. So if you're in the Southampton area, 25th October, get yourself down to the Hobbit, because all ticket sales go to Teenage Cancer Trust, so it's worth it anyway. Yeah, I also still have a Sad Cult t-shirt for anyone who donates to the charity separate from like the Rock Beats Cancer tickets. First person to donate gets that Sad Cult t-shirt. They've nicely given it to me to give away, well, to give to someone who donates. And I still have it, so hurry up and donate, people. And you can get a free Sad Cult t-shirt. Who wouldn't want a free Sad Cult t-shirt? I mean, yeah. So yeah, thank you guys again for coming on. Thank you guys at home for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Keep on playing, keep on listening. Bye.
Bye.